Media organizations or social media platforms should be accountable for the role for being platforms for incitement.
I believe that when it comes to broadcast television, like Fox News, these are subject to federal law, federal regulation in terms of what's allowed on air and what isn't. And when you look at what Tucker Carlson and some of these other folks on Fox do, it is very, very clearly incitement of violence. Very clearly incitement of violence. And that is the line that I think we have to be willing to contend with.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got some very crazy news today, and I hope I can share that with you all. Sorry I am late. I had a massive headache, and I wouldn't say migraine, but I was definitely sensitive to light. I'm a lot better now. I have Advil and all that stuff, so great. In other news as well, I will be doing some searching for my podcast. I actually have a very interesting one. It'll probably coming up this week, if not next. I need to talk to the person I have in talks with, but this should be a podcast pertaining to the transgender stuff and all that happened many years ago, a decade ago or so ago, and this is some inside information, so I will be doing a podcast on that. Instead of me covering the news, well, I may actually cover the news that day, but I'll be doing a stream, talk about it, going over something like that. This will be the very first podcast where there'll be interviews and stuff like that. This is more of an interview type thing, so be ready for that. So we'll be doing that. It will not be pertaining to the main podcast that will be shutting up from with just a bullshit podcast. That will not be tied to here. However, this one will be more an interview. Well, without further ado, besides all those plans, this is what's going on here. And what we have is this. Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News, effective immediately. Fox News personality's departure is effective immediately. Carlson's final broadcast with Fox News was Friday, April 21st. Fox News Tonight will premiere in place of Carlson's time slot tonight at 8 p.m. EST. The new show will feature a rotating host of Fox News personalities until a permanent host is named. We thank him for his service to the network as a host, and prior to that as a contributor, reads Fox News statement revealing its departure. So we have this here from, obviously, to close, that Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. We thank him for his service to the network as a host, and prior to that as a contributor. Mr. Carlson's last program was Friday, April 21st. Fox News Tonight will air live at 8 p.m. EST, starting this evening as an interim show helmed by rotating Fox News pronounced until a new host is named. Alright, so we have that there, and it says, the Carlson departure follows Fox News' $787 million settlement with Dominion voting systems who claimed that the media outlets spread inflammatory claims about their voting machines and role in the 2020 election. Tucker Carlson tonight premiered in November 6, 2016, assumed the 9 p.m. EST time slot following Megyn Kelly's departure from news in 2017. So, yeah, that's what another big thing here is. Now, let me have a little bit of opinions on this. On this fact here. I think that Tucker Carlson might be doing this in terms of, he said he did move out of Florida. He might be starting his own news show. Who knows? There's not a real full confirm about that. I know there's some rumors going around out there, but I'm not really going to mention those. But yeah, I think that what we have here is that Tucker Carlson, I think in a sense he wasn't really fired, but he was more along the lines, maybe want to start on his stuff. He's doing very well. If he did start his own TV show, his own hosting thing, free of everything, and post it on YouTube or Rumble or what have you, he can easily make a lot of money. He is very popular, and I also think that Fox News will be dying because I don't think Fox News has anybody else more entertaining, anybody else that is at the level of Tucker Carlson, so I'm pretty sure that they would pretty much be collapsing once he is gone. They might be able to find something out, as Tim Pool has said, but I don't know. Tucker Carlson, in my opinion, was the lifeblood of Fox News, and without him, that lifeblood is gone, and I don't see how they're going to survive. However, we have some other things as well. We have that Don Lemon has also been fired. So yeah, Don Lemon is out. And we have this. I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated by CNN. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network. It is clear that there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to thank my colleagues and the many teams I have worked with for an incredible run. They are the most talented journalists in the business, and I wish them all the best. So this is from Don Lemon. Obviously, I think the liberal media, or rather news media in general, is on fire. They're in flames. I don't see how this is going to go any well at all. And yeah, it's not looking good. And from what you see here with AOC in particular, not looking good. So we have this Don Lemon ousted from CNN in a move that left him stunned. Mr. Lemon, one of the network's most recognizable stars, had been under scrutiny since an uproar over on-air remarks he made about women and aging in February. So that's what's been going on. So, yeah, that's pretty much not good. So we'll probably be moving it here. And then we have this as well with specifically what we have with Nick Sorter. So we're probably going over through this. He has said here now, this is a total speculation, but it's very possible Fox tried to take more editorial control over Tucker Carlson tonight following the Dominion lawsuit. I could never see Tucker agreeing to something like that, even if it's just out of principle. I certainly wouldn't either. I agree. This is something that I speculated before, that, it is a very high possibility that they try to do more control. And a lot of people just don't like the control. Tucker Carlson can very easily go over to his stuff over here that is bigger. And then we have more breaking news from Nick Sorter. Tucker Carlson's senior executive producer, Justin Wells, has followed Tucker and left Fox News. Tucker's not done, folks. So that's even a more higher speculation that, Tucker is going to be making some more news, some more information going out and stuff like that. This is a continuation from what I have from before, but that's more stronger news that he might be making something else. Fox News Corporation Chair Rupert Murdoch made the final decision to part ways with Tucker Carlson, Los Angeles. So we have been more confirmed by Rupert Murdoch. It might be is probably the full reason why he actually left. So that's not looking good for them. Yeah. So they're probably making a horrible mistake. Tucker Carlson, while it's still all of Fox News members when he starts his new organization and all this stuff, this is all fairly recent, so nobody's going to know. A lot of people don't use Twitter, so they'll probably find out after Fox News and stuff like that when they go on air. So we have more of this, which we have watch AOC demands Biden. Watch AOC demands Biden regulate Tucker Carlson. Fox News uses incitement of violence. Goes on to say here, Ellen Cortez called for the federal regulation of conservative media on Sunday during an interview on MSNBC with former White House Press Secretary Janet Psaki. The Socialist Congresswoman made the statement while discussing Fox News' Tucker Carlson and how the media personality has used this platform to allegedly incite violence, which she says needs to be regulated. We have very rare issues with that personal and air, as you've seen before from the video clip from there. And she continued, I believe that when it comes to telecommunications broadcast television like Fox News that are subject to federal law, to federal regulation in terms of what's allowed on air and what isn't. When you look at Tucker Carlson and some of these other folks on Fox News, it is very, very clearly incitement of violence. So, yeah. But the thing is AOC is that, honestly, a lot of your other news media outlet and stuff like that has done that. Don Lemon has done that. So you're only going after one specific party. It's really disgusting that you're doing this, but it's not really no surprise. So, yeah, we have that here. And, yeah, I'm not quite sure where to go from here, guys, because this is pretty damning news, pretty crazy news. But, yeah, we'll see here that that things are going to be a huge shakeup here in the news media here. So, yeah, we have Tucker Carlson quietly moves to Florida with a $5.45 million purchase. So, yeah, this is something that, you'll probably be seeing here with Tucker Carlson doing this when it would be specifically with all this stuff. So I think that he's moving away from New York because Fox News is headquartered in New York. So yeah, I think this is going to be a bigger payout for Tucker Carlson in the long run, because if he does move to New York and stuff like that and what have you, this is a bigger deal than people realize. And with the presidential nomination, this all going on, he may be going for a VP, don't know, but this is something that he may actually end up doing. So this is all up in the air, obviously. So, yeah, this is what we would just call, possibly bigger things that would be lying ahead with Tucker Carlson. I'm not going to name out just actual location because people would go completely bonkers over doxing this man. And I probably wouldn't even dox most people, so I will avoid doing that as much as possible, at least in this sentence. Everybody's going to know. You just go to this article here and you're just going to find out. But again, yeah, all this stuff here is what's happening. I'm not quite sure I'm not quite sure what Tucker Carlson's big plan is, but it seems like there's more that meets the eye here, more that's going to happen, and so we have to stay up on top of it. Which is also to tie into the fact that if he's doing this 5.5 million purchase, that this is the fact that he would leave due to AOC's demands or what have you, because Tucker Carlson would never see a fair trial in New York City at all. And if this were to be attacked going on against him, right? And Don Lemon actually leaving and stuff like this, so they don't do the same thing for Don Lemon and stuff like this. So it's crazy to think about, but AOC, you're a lunatic, you're a whack job, you're insane to actually think of this. He has not committed any crimes. If anything, it may be in some of the other liberal media that has created crimes, but they have actually legitimately called it some assignments for violence over on their side, more like protecting and defending riots that were going around and destroying cities and stuff, but calling it mostly peaceful. So you have a problem here, and that's something that makes you look like a clown. So what I'm seeing here is that Carlson is out. This is big news for everything. Two big personalities from both two separate centers of the media are out. And I'm wanting to see what Tucker Carlson is going to do from here. I don't know whether he's going to be a VP for Trump. That's just been news that's going around. And all that great stuff, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do. I'm pretty sure if Don Lemon even starts something similar to what Carlson does, he won't get nearly as much people or viewers as they think he is. So, yeah. Well, that's the big news today, guys. Pretty crazy. I have more coming out for you guys later today, so hope you stick around. Be less videos, only 3 today, but what it is. Alright, guys, that's your video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.